Good morning. Today we will discuss about packets and protocols. See, whatever value we are passing, we are transmitting through a network that may be passed in bits, that may be passed in frames, that may be passed in segments, and also may be passed in packets. So, in this tutorial, we will discuss what are the exact fundamental of packets, right? What it covers, what are the different parts of packets, and how can we transmit packet from one node to another node, from one computer to another computer. Simultaneously, we also discussed a bunch of protocols. That means we have number of protocols. First of all, we clear that what is protocol, so we can set it a set of rules. Using these rules, both the part sender as well as receiver can communicate easily in a proper and synchronized manner. That is the use of protocol. In simple terms, set of rules. Okay, so in this lecture we discuss about packets and protocols. Let us start. See here, packet. What is packet? Packet is the unit of data that is routed between an origin and a destination. So that is clear that packet is the unit of data. Packet is the unit of data. That means combination, bulk of data that is routed, that is traveled between the origin, that is sender, and the destination, receiver. Origin and a destination on the internet or any other packet switch network, that is internet or intranet. Whatever, if we are using internet globally, then we can pass the data, the packet using internet, and we are using intranet local network, then we can also use. When any file that means email, HTML file, graphics, URL, whatever the file is sent from one place to another place on the internet, the transmission control protocol, that is TCP, transmission control protocol, TCP, that is the layer of TCP IP, divides file into chunks. Chunks means small segment of packet data. If we have a combined packet, then it will distribute in small chunks, parts of an efficient size of routing, so that it can travel easily. Each of these packets is separately numbered and indices. That is very important. If we are dividing a complete packet in number of parts, say for example, if we are dividing our packet in nine parts, see here in figure 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so we have to give our appropriate number and index also, number 1, number 2, number 3, packet number 1, right? So that at the end point, at the receiving end, it will properly combine. So that is a process. The individual packets for a given file may travel different route. Okay, say this is the packet number 1 and this is the packet number 5. There may be a chance to traverse both the packet from different path, different route. It is not compulsory that all the packets are traveled with the same route, because there are so many algorithms used to find out route. Okay, so there are some chances, so that we have to make proper indexes as well as numbering. When they have all arrived, they are reassembled all packets are reassembled into the original file. Okay, so that is the use of packet. What packet exactly cover, exactly contained? So we can say that header, payload and trailer. In our figure, we have three parts of packet: header, payload and trailer. What header is? The header signifies the start of the packet. That means we are passing number of data through a channel. Then we can use start delimiter. Packet is starts now. So header, that is start. And it contains a bundle of important parameters such as source and destination address and synchronization information. Here some information are provided what header contains. So first one is sender's IP address, receiver's IP address, which protocols we are using to make to route this protocol, and packet number. Approximately it covers 96 bits. Okay, you have to remember header covers 96 bits. Another one, that is data. The portion of packet contains the original data being transmitted. Whatever the value we are transmitted, this is contained at here. Number 2, that is payload. It also known as payload data. Suppose we have 896 bits, then that is the size of data, that is 896 bits. And last one, that is trailer. Trailer marks the end of the packet. What it says? That is the end of packet. Now packet is over. And the typically contains error checking mechanism. Here data to show the end of packet, and another one, that is error correction. Checking, error detection and correction algorithm are provided over here. It contains 32 bits. So this is the overview, general terms of packet. In this we summarize the packet. So packet is nothing but collection of data in a single packet, in a single bunch. There are so many ways using this route we can transmit our data. So at the center point we have to organize this packet in such a way using numbering as well as indexes, so that we can reassemble at the destination point. And our computer TCP/IP protocol will divide our packet, our file, into small chunks. It has three portions: header, payload and trailer. What header has? It has a sender and receiver's IP address, protocol and packet number. Payload, exit our data, actual data, and trailer. First it indicates the packet is ended, and another one, that is error checking mechanism. Okay, now next, what is protocol? See here, in this unit we have to discuss so many lots of protocols in detail. So be careful and listen properly. Protocol, as I said, a network protocol is an established set of rules that determines how data is transmitted between different devices in the network. See in the figure, sender and receiver. Sender wants to send some data to the receiver, that is in form of message, using this transmission medium. So we have to define some set of rules. Rules, that means in which language we are using to transmit the data. If sender passes the data in English and receiver cannot understand the English language, then we have to make a translator. Okay, that is the rule. So set of rules on the both end with same protocol, same set of rules, that is a protocol. It allows connected device to communicate with each other, regardless of any difference in their internal process, signature, or design. See, suppose a person A does not know what is the how to communicate in English, and person B cannot know. Person B don't know how to communicate in Gujarati. So at the both end, person A and person B have a superior facility, that is Google Translator. Whatever message passed in Gujarati, it can be translated in English, and whatever the message passed in Gujarati, it can easily translate into English. Right? So that is the way. That is a way using this both person can communicate. But in the computer devices, what we have to do, we have to provide some set of rules, as well as the physical architecture of the sender and receiver may not interrupt to the communication. Suppose sender A using operating system Windows XP or 7, and the person B, computer B, uses the operating system Windows 10, then from sender computer A can easily send the message to the sender receiver, that is computer B, that is platform independent. Okay, network protocols are the reasons you can easily communicate with people all over the world, and thus play a critical role in modern digital communication. Similar to the way that speaking the same language simplifies the communication between two people, as I discussed before few minutes. This is the example. Network protocols make it is possible for devices to interact with each other because of predetermined rules built into device software as well as hardware. So, to make a smooth communication between each and every devices, we are using protocols. How protocols are used? So, network protocols take large scale progress and break them into small specific tasks and functions. The term protocol suits, that means number of protocols. We are using computer network to make communication between multiple computers. So whenever multiple computers are come together with different platforms, different operating system, different hardware devices, then we have to make all the devices with a same platform, so that they can easily communicate. As here, if there are 100 people come together and they all know Gujarati very well, then there must be a communication in Gujarati is best possible way to pass a message. If some person speak in Sanskrit or Chinese language, then nobody can understand. And forcefully, if you want to communicate in English, then every person have a translator. Okay, using this translator, they can communicate. Likewise, in computer network, if all the computers with same structure, same architecture, same operating system, same hardware devices, then there is no issue between to communicate. But if we have computers with different architecture, then we have to implement some rules so that a common transmission is possible. That is the use of protocols. Now I think that is quite easy to understand what is protocol. Network protocols are typically created according to industry standards. According to industry standards, industry means hardware and software manufacturers. Hardware manufacturers means our storage device, hard disk manufacturers, processor manufacturers, as well as software manufacturers, that means our software development companies, by various networking or IT organizations. Here we have mentioned some groups. They are arranging the protocols: IEEE, IETF, ISO, ITU, and W3C. IEEE Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, IETF Internet Engineering Task Force, ISO International Organizations for Standardization, ITU International Telecommunication Union, and W3C World Wide Web Consortium. These all are the groups, they take care for the protocols. Now we have a basic model. Using this model we can separate our protocols. So in previously in previous we discussed OSI reference models. It has 7 layers: physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, and application layer. Through the network layer we have some protocols that we discussed in this unit, in this series of lectures. Network layer, see, this is your application. Network layer we have some protocols like ICMP, IGMP, IP, ARP, RARP. At the transport layer we have protocols like TCP and UDP. At the session, presentation, and application layer we have multiple protocols like SMTP, FTP, Telnet, DNS, SNMP, NFS, RPC, and TFTP. Currently we know what is the actual full form of these protocols. So SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, FTP, File Transfer Protocol, Telnet, Telecommunication Network, DNS, Domain Name System, SNMP, Simple Network Management Protocol, NFS, Network File System, RPC, Remote Procedure Calls, TFTP, Trivial File Transfer Protocol, TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, UDP, User Datagram Protocol, ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol, IGMP, the Internet Group Management Protocol, IP, Internet Protocol, ARP, Address Resolution Protocol, RARP, Reverse Address Resolution Protocols. So these are the full form of all protocols. We discuss each protocol in sequence. So what is TCP/IP model? See here, TCP/IP model is a suite of protocols. Suite means in a single place where we can find out multiple protocols. What is the purpose of this suite? So we will clear this using one simple example. Like we are manufacturer of mouse device, computer mouse, and we are implementing left click as well as right click. We are also implementing a rotating wheel. Okay, you all are aware about this. Now in a regular fashion, when we are rolling the wheel, it scrolls the content whatever on the screen. Am I right? Okay, so there is a logic and there is a rule. When we want to when we are rolling this wheel, it scrolls to certain number of pixels. Suppose 15 pixels, 20 pixels, or 25 pixels. Now whatever we are implementing in our production unit, when user roll the wheel, the screen move to the 50 pixels, right? Another our friend also starting the manufacturing of mouses, and they implement whenever the rotating wheel rolls, the screen rotate to the 100 pixels, third person 150 pixels, fourth person 200 pixels. So is it in a proper way? No, it should be in same fashion, same manner. Whenever you are producing your hardware devices, then there are certain rules. Your mouse should rotate in 15 pixels only. So a group, a committee, they decides the physical devices and software rules. This is the group of protocol. Now TCP/IP module, there are some common protocols. It must be implemented on each and every computer, each and every operating system, so that a network can communicate, a network can use smoothly. This is the main purpose of TCP/IP suite. Clear? Okay. The TCP/IP protocol suite, also commonly called Internet Protocol Suite, was originally developed by the United States Department of Defense (DoD). So that is also known as DoD model, to provide robust service on large networks. The main purpose of this protocol was for it to be hardware independent. Okay, as I discussed, every computer must be hardware dependent communication. In recent years, the Internet protocols constitutes the most popular network protocol currently in use, because this suite contains all the protocols which are the use in transmission. So that is the use of TCP/IP model. There are some pros and cons of TCP/IP model. Advantages: support networking service better than the other Windows XP protocols. Before some years before introducing this TCP/IP model, Windows XP have some protocols, but that is used with Windows operating system. So TCP/IP protocol suite uses with any of the operating system. Multiple routing protocols. It has a multiple route finding protocols, error detection and correction handling mechanism in TCP/IP model, and works with most of the kind of computers. So there are some limitations, like that is not as fast, because we have to use all the protocols. If you want to implement this protocol, we have to use some expertise knowledge. We have to make a careful planning to implement this, and constant maintenance and attention of this protocol. Another one, using this protocol layer, we are discussing a single protocol, that is internet layer protocol, network layer, ICMP, IGMP, ARP and RARP, that is internet layer protocol. TCP protocol, these are the TCP protocol suite, transmission control protocol here TCP, and now we are learning IP, network layer. So what is IP protocol? IP protocols, that means internet protocol, is used in this layer, network layer, significant part of entire TCP/IP suite. Now tell me, what is IP? That means internet protocol. So whenever we are transmitting our data, or whenever we are using some searching mechanism, then we have to use internet services. Here see, what is internet? So internet, in IP address, internet protocol, IP address, to make your computer hello hello hey, good morning sir. હા સર. હા સર, પેલો લેક્ચર રેકોર્ડ કરું છું. હા હા હા, તો કાંઈ વાંધો નહીં. 9 થી 10 છે ને રિવિઝન માટે કરું હતું, અને 10 થી 11 તો મારું રેગ્યુલર છે. તો કંઈ વાંધો નહીં સર, એવું કંઈ વાંધો નહીં સર. હં હા હા સર, હા સર, હા. Sorry. So here we can assign some internet IP address. Internet protocol version IP version 6, 4 and 6. Generally we are using IPv4, and that is the IP address. We can use both of the scheme, that is IP address manually as well as IP address dynamically, automatically. Manually we can set here IP address. So this is the IP address. In next lecture we discuss IP address in detail, but up to this, that is the IP address. So what IP protocol consists? That is IP addressing, host to host communication, data encapsulation as well as formatting, fragmentation and reassembling, routing. So what is IP address? To make your computer with a unique address, that is IP address, internet protocol addressing. Host to host communication, it determines the path, a physical path using which they can communicate. Data encapsulation as well as formatting. Encapsulate, that is, an IP protocol accepts the data from transport layer. An IP protocol ensures that the data is sent and received securely, as well as it encapsulates the data into message, that is IP datagram. Encapsulate the data. Fragmentation, that means it will divide all the part in some chunks, unit, and reassembling. Routing, IP protocol used to make identify which path is free, that is the routing algorithms. So in this lecture we learn about the packets and protocol. What is exactly packet and what is the protocol? Another one, we also discuss briefly what is TCP and what is IP protocol. TCP IP protocol suite. In next lecture we discuss the protocols in sequence. Okay, thank you.